Alyssa and I technically met in 10th grade biology class, technically.
There was a Blake that sat in front of me, but we had never talked. So I one day after class, I tapped him on the shoulder. I was like, "Are you the Blake that's going to Costa Rica?" And he's like, "Yep." And that was it. And I was like, "Okay, well, I'm going to, so see you there."
She claims I only said one word to her the whole time.
I was a little surprised that we didn't have a little bit more dialogue. I thought he would have been like, "Oh yeah, I'm going," or "What are you excited about?" Or, just some type of interaction. And so when I told my friend Megan about this, I was like, "Do you really think I'm gonna get along with this guy? He seemed kind of antisocial, not really, I don't know." So I didn't have the greatest first impression, I guess.
Kind of officially we met in the Minneapolis airport before a trip through the Spanish department to Costa Rica in high school.
My mom, I don't know how she knew, but she knew right away that there was a connection or something, and she's telling him I scare super easily and all this, and I was like, "Why are you telling him this?" Because then of course that's what he did the whole trip. For the 2 whole weeks, inseparable basically, to come to find out that the second to last day on the trip, he comes up to me and he holds out his hands and he has 2 bracelets in his hand, and he goes, "So which one do you like better?" And I was like, "Well, what is this for?" Completely thinking it was for me. And he goes, "My girlfriend." And I was like, "Excuse me?" So needless to say, I was a little annoyed that I wasn't informed of that earlier, but I guess it all worked out.
Some of my early impressions of Alyssa were that she's very bubbly, enthusiastic, things of that nature.
We were really good friends that whole time. He still had the girlfriend, so I was like, "All right, we'll just be friends." And then about 2 months before homecoming, he broke up with her.
Our first date was actually homecoming, the homecoming dance of our senior year.
After the dance, we were going back to a friend's house to get all of our stuff to go to a different friend's house. And he's like, "So do you want to go back to my house for a minute, before we go?" And I was like, "Okay." So I go downstairs, I'm sitting on the couch, and then he starts talking and starts this whole little spiel about how he's wanted to be, asked me this for a long time and how special I am, and just on and on. And so he's like, "So instead of being the girl that I just really, really like, can I officially call you my girlfriend?" And I was like, "Yeah."
The thing that I love about Alyssa, not more than anything, but I think one thing that kind of really separates her from the pack, if you will, is I guess this is maybe a relation, just her and I, our relationship as well. But we really have, I believe we have a strong ability to communicate with each other and communicate our needs, and I think that helps build the foundation for a strong relationship for us.
I think he is very thoughtful. I think he is very caring. He is definitely a person that people can depend on.
Well, Alyssa, I can definitely say Alyssa, she does, when she has a goal, she does drive until she reaches that goal. And Alyssa makes me feel happy. Alyssa, definitely brightens the day to be around her. But yes, it started, I think I went to the jewelry store for the first time in December, and I had picked the ring and bought the ring by late January, and it was I think that the ring was forged in about 4 weeks, so I think I received it sometime late February, and then I ended up proposing to her in late March. So, and throughout that time I had been in contact with her family and, jumping through all the hoops that are required to propose to a woman.
It had always been my dream as a little girl, forever can remember, to be proposed to in front of Cinderella's castle during their fireworks show, and that's what he did. We had planned a trip to Disney with my dad's side of the family, and I had kind of was hoping that it was gonna happen, but didn't want to get my hopes up too much because I didn't want to be like angry at him the rest of vacation if he didn't propose. He was on his phone a lot, which is not like him at all. And so finally I was just like, okay, well, why don't you save a spot for fireworks, and I'm gonna go through the shops and I'll just meet you back here. We were just getting through this mad dash of people, like trying to find each other. And so he comes up behind me and he like puts his arms around me, and at this point my heart is like pounding. And he's like, your heart's beating really fast. And I was like, I'm just really excited for the fireworks show. It's like, whatever, like total lie. Like I was so nervous and excited. And so the fireworks show started, and he still just has his like arms wrapped around me, and I'm standing there like, okay, are you gonna turn me around? Like, is this really not gonna happen? And finally, when I kind of made it up in my mind, like, all right, maybe this isn't happening, like, that's when he turned me around, and I looked at him and I just started sobbing, because like as soon as we made eye contact, I knew. And so I don't remember everything that he said, it was kind of a blur, but then he finally goes, he turns to the girl behind us and he's like, will you take a couple pictures for us? So he kisses me, and I was like, that's a cute picture in front of the fireworks. And the girl starts like handing the camera back to me, and I was like, no, wait, there's more. But so he got down on one knee and asked me to marry him, and of course I said yes. Hi babes. I am so thankful that this day is finally here. As everyone knows, we've waited a long time for this, and it's just surreal that it's happening. I am so excited to finally be able to call myself your wife and get to experience life together and finally get to live together and just be with you every day. You are wonderful. You make me feel so special and loved, and I couldn't ask for anything more. I love you.
Alyssa, I've known for quite some time that you were the one that I wanted to spend the rest of my life with you, and I'm excited for what our future holds together.